The last time I did a ramble video was like last year, October, so almost a year ago. Um, and I was watching it again, and I was just kind of reminded of like how many thoughts were like running through my head during that time. I definitely don't think I think as much as I used to back then. Like, I don't think I think as much as I used to back, yeah. But nevertheless, I mean, that video just made me think about this channel in particular and what I've come to make of it. And I'm actually really proud of how far this creative space has come. Like I said in that video, I made it because I wanted a place to put all my stuff. And YouTube is like the perfect place for that because I can post videos, which is like my main passion. I love editing and making those videos, but I can also write and like post my film pictures like in the community tab. So it's like literally everything that I could ever ask for in one place. And like only 2 or 3 people that I know in real life actually watch it, and they're really forgiving and so caring and so supportive. So it's like I feel like I'm losing nothing. And then the other, like, I don't know, 86 people that are on here, I have no idea who they are. Maybe they're bots, maybe they're real people. Either way, if you actually watch, I appreciate that. I love, like, when I get to actually, like, engage with people in the comments, you know? Even though, like, maybe they're, like, a 65-year-old woman living in South Carolina with a lot of free time. Like, that's fine, too, you know? But anyway, all that to say, like, I think, you know, back then and like way when I first started my channel, I really felt like I needed everything to be perfect and curated. And that was back then when my channel was called Okaidi, and I wanted everything to like literally be perfect. And I think when I changed the channel name and I tried to start from scratch, what I learned this year was really how to get over that perfectionism, which I feel like I've done a pretty good job of because now I'm making things that I'm like, well, it's not exactly what I want, but it still, you know, encapsulates what I want to convey. And I think that's what I pushed for. I really pushed myself to make things on a relatively consistent basis, even though it wasn't exactly what I'd imagined. And eventually, I'd like to bridge the gap and the discrepancy between what I imagine in my head and what I want to convey and then what I actually produce. I would like those things to be flush and for there to be no discrepancy. And I'm sure that will come in time. That will also come with better equipment because I'm recording on an iPhone 8 and this phone is about to fall apart. Everyone in my immediate circle, they always clown on me for my phone. Also because I have all my stuff on Zoom, so just like on Zoom mode, so it just makes me look like I'm like 80 years old. But yeah, this phone is falling apart. You can always tell by like literally every clip will start with like a thumping sound. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea if this video itself will be okay audio wise. Probably not. I'll probably have to do some magic in iMovie, but like that, and then, you know, maybe getting like a better editing software. Like nowadays when I edit my videos and I'm like exporting it to, you know, like for the finishing touches, I'm like exporting the video, my laptop will literally be fighting for its life. Like it is in its last breath. It is like the fan is going crazy. Like it's like World War II in that computer. I don't know what's going on, but all that to say, like my equipment is so outdated, and so I'm sure that's like a bit of a barrier to like the way that I want to make videos, because I'm sure, as you can tell if you watch like my other 5,000 videos where I'm like zooming into things, I really like detailed shots. I love like cinematography. Even in movies, I always really like really up close and detailed shots, and especially shots where it's pretty stripped bare, like there's not that much music, there's not too much, you know, overlapping noise, because I think the biggest thing that I like to convey through through my videos and through what I create in terms of like editing and videos is kind of the experience of being present, like not there not being music or talking over clips, but just the pure clip of, you know, whether it's a sunset or me at a restaurant or whatever, like you see it, you hear exactly what's going on in the moment, and that's what I try to capture in at least my most recent videos. And I know I'm sure it seems like aimless and kind of boring even to people, but that's why I'm explaining it now. Hopefully that gives a little bit of explanation as to why like my videos are literally just like 3 second, 5 second clips of things. And I've like come to kind of adjust that. I used to just like, I used to not even cut the clips down. I'd be taking like 10-second videos of things, and then I realized even I don't want to watch like a 10-second clip of like trees, even though I do love nature, I do, you know, love beautiful things. Like even I'm not sitting here like trying to watch it for 10 seconds straight. So I've tried to make the timing just right, especially with our now non-existent attention spans, thanks to the likes of TikTok and short form content. But yeah, I mean, I think that's like the way that my artistry is going. And I don't know, like it's been a really fun experience. I think, I mean, there's no need to complicate it. Like I do this because it's fun. I do this because I've realized that it is a passion of mine. And there have been so many times that like I edit and I'm like frustrated, or I'm really impatient with the process, and I'm like, okay, we gotta get these clips going, or it's taking forever to convert certain things. But like I've never once felt like it's a grueling sort of labor. Like it's always been a labor of love, and I think that's actually such a blessing, because I don't feel that way about a lot of things. There's not that many things I stick to. I try a lot of hobbies, but I don't really stick to them, and I get kind of bored of them easily, or I just don't really find the point of like continuing something if I don't like fully enjoy it. But I think video editing for me has really been a medium where I get to kind of like collect bits and pieces of my world, like for that week or for that day or month or whatever, and I get to sit like for one day and, you know, go through all of that and compile it and make it in whatever order that I want, and just like, you know, put things together. And it's also like a way for me to reflect on the week or the month, or however, you know, whatever time span that I take the clips. It's a way for me to remember. And I mean, I love watching my own videos. I know that sounds really stupid, and it's probably like, okay, like, come on, like, it's kind of conceited or something, but I do. I think, I mean, I think that means I'm doing a good job for myself. I would not want to make videos that I myself don't even want to watch. I'm fine if all 89 of these subscribers never watch my videos again. Like, I'm so thankful that people watch them, and I have one friend, Sarah, who's like the biggest fan. She, on all 4 of her accounts, she's like commenting and liking my stuff. So shout out to you, Sarah. I love you. But yeah, like even if I had nobody watching, it's like I need to make things that, you know, I like, and I need to like the things that I make. And I think that's been true. That's been really true of this year and of the things that I've made. And I guess this video is sort of like a checkpoint, you know, kind of an arbitrary one, I guess, because my channel creation date was like January of like last year. So it's not even, it's like totally off. But it's good. I think it's good to check in, because I don't really check in with my creative process. Like I don't really think of my journey in terms of creativity. I think of it in maybe work or like my friendships or my even like my character or personality, but I don't really do that with my creativity. And That's something that I've been trying to explore and kind of pay more attention to, especially because I have like a lot of time on my hands outside of work, and this is something that I really enjoy doing. Um, yeah, this is getting really long, but, and I don't know if it really explained anything, but I hope that it gives you a little bit of a peek into my brain when I make things. I mean, TLDR or TLDW. Well, if it was too long to watch, you're probably not watching this part, but whatever. TLDW, my videos right now, trying to give you the experience of being present, and I think it's a good lesson for all of us. I think that's the beauty of life. I mean, it gets hard, it gets really hard. We lose people, we lose things, we go through things, but I think in like my worst times of my life, there have been actually countless times where like I'm like so down, like I am like so sad, I'm so depressed or whatever, and I will look outside, I'll like look at the sky or something, and I don't know, it's just like simple stuff like that that makes me realize like maybe it's not so bad. Like I look at flowers and I'm like, maybe it's not so bad. Like I don't think it's, I think I talked about this in my, like one of my follow-up minimalist videos, but I don't think it's bad that we seek and pursue beauty. I don't think it's superficial. I don't think it's like pointless. I think we live for beauty. At least I do. In many forms. In the places I live, in the physical spaces I'm in the places and the things I eat, or the way that I dress, the way that I look, but also like beauty in, you know, your relationships with people, and the passions that you have and the things that you do. And I would hope that if there's like anything that I take away or anyone else takes away from the things I make, it would be that. It would be like just delving super deep into beauty. And like I think beauty is best experienced when you're present, which is something that I actually struggled with for a really long time, and I'm sure you know, we all struggle with it from time to time, and I still do too. But it was something that was so hard for me because I lived so inside of my head, and I'm proud to say I feel like I haven't been like that lately. I feel like I've been pretty like aware of my surroundings and all of that, but that took a long time, and I think actually these videos have helped me a lot in helping me get there and continuing to keep me there when things get hard and things get really messy. So if you watch this the entire way through, you are a trooper. Here, take this rose. Oh wow, this is a lot harder than I thought. Take this, oh, sorry. Take this rose, it's for you. And I hope you have a wonderful night, day, whatever time zone you're in. Okay, good night, or good morning, or whatever it is.